one of the things I love to do is to create a focal point. Now, the way I'm doing it in this particular painting is I'm creating some light voids off in the sky, and I'm using a little bit of, this is ultramarine mixed with quinacridone red to give it a slightly mauve kind of a color. And of course, there's titanium white to keep it all nice and light. But it's very faint off in the distance. And I just scrub it into the surface all around the perimeter of the sky and just beyond the trees, where you can just get the feel of that fog in the air. This is the early morning and the sun is trying to break through. Its warmth will just begin to burn off the fog, but it still sits there beautifully, hovering over the water. I'll just kind of wrap that all around the top end and the sides, and it just begins to establish a general mood. Now, let's add a little bit of color into the foreground here. We'll just get some white and mix it with quinacridone red, and just a little bit, it's just a little bit pinkish looking, and we'll really apply that nice and dense and saturated. And the reason why we do that is because in comparison to the background, it's more visible. I'll add a little more quinacridone red here, and I'll just kind of create a slightly faded version of that intense color. And just smush it around with the brush, just wiggle and zigzag and just let it lay. Just move it across. I like to say that I'm just kind of putting it in place and then I'll rework it a little bit more afterwards. Both sides into the trees. Reflect a little of that color into the water. And then just tap little highlights just like that. It kind of harmonizes everything. And then the best brush of all, the tip of your finger. Just rub those colors together gently, not thoroughly. Just taking the sharp edges off of them, causing the fog to just have grades or gradients from brightest to darkest. That is how you create this beautiful focal point, which is now sitting just on the horizon line, just beyond. Well, here we are. I just love these kinds of moody, ethereal type paintings. And I hope you do too. I'm going to add a little bit of quinacridone straight into the water here. We'll just warm it up with that. And if you are enjoying, by all means, don't forget to like and subscribe, and that way you'll catch the next video right here from robertmcaffee.com.